And we're back. Did you see that Fab and Mano called out Jim Jones for using his professional podcast voice too, the way you did to me? Yeah. I felt seen by Jim. Like, yeah, sometimes you have to put on a whole different voice to be formal.
It's just funny coming from Jim though. Like Jim Jones having a professional voice.
Me having one and Jim having one is a little different, but it did make me feel better after you called me out of like, yo, just talk the way you talk.
Just talk the way you talk, man. You don't have to put on this professional voice.
And we're back at the top of the week.
It's Rory. They know who you are.
We are sponsored by Boost.
They're very familiar with your voice and who you are, Rory. It's all good.
We are back specifically with the Parkway Princess herself.
Haha.
I know you wasn't really on your phone this weekend, but somebody was outside.
Oh, yeah?
She was on the Parkway for the first time in her life.
That was not, that's why he's in my business wrong.
Oh, I thought that's what you said on IG.
I said baby's first Parkway. I was with someone.
But you're Baby D.
No, but it was her first Parkway. I've been on a Parkway plenty of times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I took somebody to the Parkway for their first time. Yeah.
You was kind of outside. Because you was doing something. Well, all right, let me start with this. I'm going to continue to gripe about this. I'm never sending Demaris anything.
Here we go.
Again. Like,
here we go.
It was a running joke of no one listening to my album when I sent it before, this and that. I did a record, an incredible start with Jazzy over this holiday weekend. Sent it over to Demaris because the shit is like, you know, a lesbian love-making record, and I felt like she's the audience. So I went direct to consumer of who would listen to this record.
Test the product.
Sunday night.
No answer.
Sunday night.
Meanwhile, we got out the studio at 2 a.m. She was with strippers at 3 a.m. She could have replied, and you don't think me and Jazzy wanted to go see strippers after the studio?
He just made that up. That's one probably, stripper site.
Because we were both thinking like, yo, we should go try to do something. We walked over to Lap. That shit was closed. We was like, damn, we're not doing Starless. So we was trying to find anything. Meanwhile, Demaris had all the hoes with her.
So I'm supposed to let you know every move I make in New York, but you were running around.
Every move you make, every step you take.
You were running around.
I'll be watching you.
You were running around outside looking for things to do and never thought to call me. Never thought to hit me and say, what you on, what you doing?
Because I thought you were now reformed in a long-term relationship and you were at home.
Bringing up my relationship has nothing to do with my outside.
Because usually I figured you was home, cooking, cleaning.
Cap, and more
not
cap.
Not speaking the way women, like the things women in relationships should do.
Cap, because I told y'all what I was doing when we left the studio on Thursday. I told you exactly what I was doing and when I was doing it. I told you that I had an ad to shoot with South House and Magic Shave, and that is what I would be doing on Sunday. I told you that. You don't listen to me, see? Now, who should be pressing who on who's the bad friend?
I thought she was shooting ad content. I didn't know she was going to be with whores.
Watch your mouth.
I was just going to say, that's like the third time.
Watch your mouth.
I say it as a compliment.
No, you don't. Because you wouldn't call Penny a whore.
Wait, no, I love whore. What are we talking about? I love whores.
Yeah, but the people, the women she was with might not take that as a compliment.
And they're not
the one she was with. They were outside where the whores were.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, not her crew. No, I don't think that of her crew.
I thought that's what you said. She was with the hoes. Like,
no, her and her crew were with them.
Oh, okay. But the crew is not the host.
And see, this is why Demaris capping, because Demaris told me in text after I was like, damn, I wish I would have hit you. She was like, yeah, nah, it was outside. Who was outside? The whores. Who we talk about when we say they was outside?
Beautiful women.
Republicans.
The LGBTQ community, everybody.
Liberals.
It was Labor Day weekend. Everybody was outside.
Conservatives outside.
So I sent Demaris this record. She doesn't even reply to me.
2:39 in the morning while I'm at a brand event. 2:39 in the morning.
Yesterday, I sent her the first version, the final version of the off-road video, which I also sent to Peeje, and he gave me a lot of validation that I needed, because sometimes people, when you really trust their opinion of stuff and they like it, it makes you feel better. And you know people are going to be honest with you, because I feel like Peeje will be like, nah, that ain't it. That made me feel good. Demaris is somebody that I respect her opinion of things.
Somebody called me, asked me, like, yo, you had Jazzy on the show? I said, nah. I said, what? It's
Rory posted a pic?
It's like, oh, because I see she's with Rory. I was like, oh, that probably was in the studio working something.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, because Jazzy was talking shit about you. I was like, she was talking shit about me. I was like, I thought me and Jazzy was
Rory
cool.
never got his feature, damn.
I thought me and Jazzy was cool. So remember when I brought up, I said, yo, dude, die? Because I've never seen a in a casket, remember?
Yes, I remember. That was one of the funniest segments ever.
So Jazzy caught wind of that, and I heard she didn't like that. She was saying that I was lame and all of that. Like, It was just a joke. But then we met at BT Weekend. I thought, it was cool. I finally met her.
First of all, I feel like that's probably bad information because I know
it's not.
Jazzy's personality.
It's valid information.
I know her personality.
This person knows Jazzy.
Okay. Maybe she had a because Jazzy joked like
which
us.
is cool. She jokes like us though. I don't want to say it like I was like, oh, word, she was calling me lame. I don't give a fuck about that. I just thought it was funny because I'm like, damn, finally met. We talked at BET Weekend. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? She was pretty cool. I thought she was cool.
So you're saying nobody kept the same energy at BET Weekend.
Well, apparently our energy was being checked and I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I had no idea people walking around with thermometers BET Weekend. Apparently I didn't have a cold, didn't have a flu.
Yeah. BT was brought to you by Nest.
Yeah. Oh man, shout out to Jazzy man.
I'm sure everything is fine. Jazzy one of the coolest, most down to earth people I've ever met.
Okay, but now call Jazzy and ask her, has she ever seen in a casket?
I'm sure she has.
I'm sure she hasn't. I told y'all my friend's dad is a funeral director and he said, no, we've definitely buried, gay women, but the family doesn't, we dressed them up more effeminate than masculine. I'm like, do they like that in the afterlife? Do they like the fact that y'all put a dress on
do they
them?
like that in the afterlife crazy?
Yeah, like, I don't think a is going to be happy if the family, like, buried her in a dress. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, bury me in my Levi's. Like, I used to usually wear with my, my big T-shirt.
Mm-hmm. In my fitted cap.
Exactly. But yes, it's all love to Jazzy. Shout out to Jazzy.
But yeah, with all that said, I sent Demaris the off-road video. It is now, we're recording this on Wednesday. Demaris has not listened or watched anything that I've sent her.
That's not true. I came in here ready to give you feedback and sing your praises, but you talk too fucking much.
It's a podcast.
You ever had a nigga talk himself out of pussy? That's you.
I've probably done that before.
Yeah, I know you have.
Score. Y'all playing paddleball right now. Good. I like this game.
I mean, but here... Anytime I feel like I've talked myself out of pussy, I felt okay about it. Like, I needed to get my point across.
Good strike.
I needed to get my point across.
That was a good backhand, Rory.
Sometimes you need a point more than you need a nut. That's fine. That's what you chose. But, yeah. It looks very well. It's very well done. I'm very proud of you, but I couldn't even get that out because you came in here attacking.
And then on top of that, like, when I get my point across and realize that I talked myself out the pussy, I can then spin it to show, like, wait, you thought I was trying to beat? That's crazy. I wasn't trying to fuck. I'm about to go home now.
You sent me a dick pic and said, can't wait to nut in you. Yes, you were trying to fuck.
Wait,
you had my phone?
A dick pic? What you just said? I'm so low. I thought y'all was playing pickleball just now. Like, I don't know what just happened. Like, somebody just...
No, I sent her the off-road video.
Oh, okay. I'm like, wait, what?
We were talking hypothetically.
Okay.
Not me literally.
Okay.
Him saying he could spin it like he wasn't trying to fuck.
Okay.
Well,
Maul was so disgusted. Like he was about to.
We was about to go. I'm about to say, listen, this whole episode is about to be some whole other shit.
We were
like
literally about to get
might have been okay. I think it was the follow-up message that was a little fucking nuts.
No,
okay.
The dick pic was not okay. I think like, where is the HR department?
But women do that too.
I'm trying to nut inside of you after.
But women do that. Y'all do that a lot.
What we do?
Okay, so I saw a clip where some girl posted, she was talking to this guy, and after she said something about money, like, some bills or something like that, the guy just stopped texting, he disappeared. She was like, damn, it's whack because I was just joking. You wasn't just joking. Like, why y'all like doing that? I was just joking. Because you wouldn't have been just joking if he'd have said, what's Chazelle?
Yeah. I don't say I'm never playing about no money. Ain't shit funny in this economy.
But why do women do that? Like, I was just joking. He disappeared. He ghosted me just because I started talking about bills and things like that. Now I was just joking.
But humans do that anyway. Whenever humans get backlash on something they said, then suddenly it's just a joke.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That's when not women, humans. When you pussy is just when you stand on what you say.
There is not one woman on earth that would jokingly be like, yo, give me some money.
No, that's not. It's nothing funny about that. It's nothing funny about the first coming up and you look in your account and you at $72. And
respectfully, I don't really know if men be joking about trying to fuck.
They don't.
How do you joke about that though? Like what's the punchline? Yeah, like what do you say where it's like and it don't land and you be like, nah, I was just joking.
Okay, speaking of Jazzy,
okay,
we shot some content while we was recording as well. We had a camera guy there, whatever. And she was giving a passionate speech, and she was like, "And I'm a gay woman." I was like, "Wait, what?" I just set the session up because I was trying to fuck.
Yeah.
I was joking.
Clearly, that's just a joke.
I think she's beautiful, but obviously I know she's not. That wouldn't even be a thing. Right. She's not into men whatsoever, and obviously I wasn't doing that. But I was joking about fucking.
Yeah.
So I you know what? I think it's just.
But
women.
that's a clear joke, though.
Yeah,
that's a clear joke.
Obviously.
Now, if you made that joke with Tyler,
the creator.
Either one.
However you feeling.
Which Tyler?
However you feeling.
Tyler.
I don't know what you on.
That's
none of my business. I don't know what you on. I'm just saying, if you make that same joke with a woman that wasn't masculine appearing,
well,
would it be a joke?
Mainly the joke was actually more about like producers setting up sessions because they're trying to fuck the artist. Yes, that's more of what it was about.
Thing. Like, that's a real thing.
I would make that joke with Tyler,
the creator.
Yes,
you would make that joke with him.
Yeah, because he's.
Why would you make that joke with somebody that may or may not be a gay man?
He's discussed being bisexual.
You may or may not be his type.
So are you discussing
Listen, I know he like redheads. He got a whole album cover that's just a ginger that looks like me.
Okay. That's what's up. Listen, as long as I want you to be happy, my brother.
But here's my thing. If I did that and he wasn't joking, then now I'm in a predicament.
Yeah, because now you was teasing, you was playing pussy and you gotta get fucked. If you're gonna play pussy, get fucked.
At that point, I become the woman and be like, Tyler, you need to give me money.
For my pain and suffering?
I have a mortgage payment that is absent right now. If you got to pay a bill, Tyler.
Yeah.
Rory, if you had a pussy, how much you think it'd be worth?
The is funny. Because you really trying to calculate?
No, I'm just like, all right, in this hypothetical, what have I done with the pussy?
Why?
And women need to start pricing their pussy based on how it smells. We don't never talk about that.
What the fuck? Okay.
I kind of thought that went without saying. Wait, they're putting on price on smelly pussy?
Let's go back. Let's take a second.
Yeah.
I blame
just like
myself.
they put a price on used cars, and you be like, fam, this car is not worth this. Like, all right, you wanna negotiate? We can do that. Like you setting the baseline at $5,000. This is not a $5,000 car.
And you know those used car places that change the mileage on the meter? They know how to change the mileage.
Yeah, it's all of that. So it's like this ain't premium. This ain't a premium package right here. Like, why are you charging premium for this? And this is
and you know that go to Hondas last forever.
Nah. American-made cars are such good cars. They last forever. Nah, I don't want no car that lasts forever. Give me one that's going to break down after a few years.
All right, what has my pussy done?
You know what? I take it back. I take it back. We were off the rails.
Because is it premium? Like,
do
I got good pussy?
Is your dick good?
That's crazy.
Depends who you ask, how I was feeling that day. There's a sliding scale.
Yeah, it depends on how much I like you. Like, what did you bring out?
Oh God!
Yeah, y'all love that. Y'all like that one, right? Y'all love to use that one. It depends on how comfortable I am.
Well,
Rory be ass naked first date. Like he be comfortable.
That's fire.
Yeah,
he comfortable.
That's stupid fire.
That's how we came in the world that way. Like,
yeah, you be comfortable.
I mean, Weezy told my business on whatever podcast we did. Horrible Together, actually. Mm-hmm. That was the best explanation. Weezy's like, I have two friends that Rory has slept with. One said it was the worst experience she's ever had. One said it was the best shit she ever had. And I said, that sounds about right for me.
Which one most likely lying?
I don't care what no girl say. I'm not the worst experience you ever had.
Well,
that's just not. I know that's just not possible. The worst.
There's a gray area there.
Know it ain't
I don't think I knocked it out.
The worst. I'm not the worst. Saying you the worst is crazy.
Yeah, that's kind of nuts.
The worst.
But you would believe her if she said the best?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've never believed.
I'm that guy. I'm definitely not the worst though. Cut the shit. I'm definitely not the worst guy.
I've never believed I was the best, and I've never believed the worst. The worst, I knew why she said it because she's still mad at me to this day.
Yeah, it'd be
but I also don't think like I knocked it out. Her saying it wasn't great objectively, I could be cool with, but I know she said it was the worst because she dislikes me.
Yeah.
So
maybe she dislikes you because it was the worst.
No, it's just a long story.
What's the long story?
If we had a podcast where we had like a long form content place, we could do it. But like, we got
so much to talk about.
Funk Flex.
Yeah. Camilo. Enough. DJ enough. It's so much to talk about that we can't get into that really. We can't do that.
Sure. Maybe on Patreon.
And if you came, like, was it that bad?
Yeah, I mean, you let them tell it one day.
You let them tell
come on.
No, because women,
first of all, it's hard to make a woman come. There's plenty of times I've not made a woman come.
Some of them say they come. But some of them say they come easy. They'll give you that one too. Like just because you made me come don't mean it's.
I love those unicorns.
Yeah, they were like, I come soon as I'm like, oh, okay, all right. So it wasn't me. That's what they tell you. It wasn't. Women will take that card out your hand no matter what. It wasn't you.
I just like at this age, I prefer the women that like know how to make themselves come. Like they know they have to ride a certain way, and they'll agitate the clit enough to nut.
Agitate the clit. Agitate the shit.
Regular episode.
Agitate the clit is.
This is a regular episode.
What?
Like
it's Labor Day just passed. We back.
Yeah, it's a holiday weekend.
Yes, everybody getting back into the flow. Kids is back at school. You know, the women playing with that clit a little more in the morning now. Empty house. They've been waiting for this. Let's get back to it. Get back to self-care, self-love.
Yeah.
Maul, did you do anything over the weekend, the Labor Day weekend?
No, I didn't do nothing like important worth talking about. Just saw some friends, family. Went to a cookout. That was it. Basic shit.
What did you eat at the cookout?
What did I eat?
Vegan food?
It was like rice and peas, salad, shit like that. Like that's what I was on. No, like still no meats and nothing like that.
Okay.
A lot of sides. Good sides.
That's good.
I went to our guy Punch, not TDE Punch, DJ Punch.
It's mad punches.
I would never assume that you went anywhere with TDE Punch.
Really?
No.
I mean, we've hung out before. Pre-beef.
Okay. You see how that changes everything? That literally changed everything.
I don't think we've spoken since.
Yeah, I bet you have it. I bet you have it. I bet you have it.
So I went to Punch had his, he has his legendary backyard barbecue pool parties, and it was his birthday over the weekend. So I went down there, and I see the hype.
Yeah, it was cool. Good times.
I see the hype. I mean, I didn't do nothing. I just watched.
Yeah.
But yeah, more stars be out there. It was
good energy.
Great energy.
Yeah.
And they was out there.
How was the temperature of the water? The pool, it was good?
Nobody was even looking at that pool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was just like a lot of just...
There's like 15 porn stars there.
Oh,
why you ain't call
Great
me?
energy.
Why you ain't call me?
Because you was
Yeah, exactly.
you was
That's
doing
that
ad
shit I
reads
be
for
talking
some
about.
shit.
You was doing ad reads? Demaris, all right, let me not do that because I don't want people to think that we shitting on Demaris.
I was not just sitting on.
No, I'm just saying, people would take it like that. Like they're making jokes about Demaris. Demaris, congrats on doing your ads.
Yes, and I fully
Thank you.
support.
Get that bag, girl. Get that bag.
I fully support.
Yeah.
Do you feel like I was making a slight there? I apologize.
No, I was wondering why I'm dead ass. Why you ain't call me? Why I gotta call you when I go out? You don't call me.
It was a last minute thing, and I also did. He lives far, like far.
You have a car.
I just didn't think he was going to make that trip.
Another pickleball match. Yes.
You could have called me. You called me for everything the fuck else.
Demaris with the backhand.
All right. If you still lived in Jersey, I would have called you. I was not waiting.
Rory just threw it out of bounds.
Yeah.
Score for Demaris.
No. Hear me out.
Yeah.
Hear me out. Once I found out that I was going to be baby free for the afternoon and evening, which was very, very, very last minute. I thought I had Amara for the whole weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Once I found that out, I was like, all right, bet. It's 2:00. This is about like a 2-hour drive. Waiting on a holiday weekend for Demaris to get from Brooklyn to Jersey City it would have been pointless to go.
Okay.
If she still lived in Jersey, I would have just scooped her.
Mm-hmm.
Because that would have been like my road dog with what the type of situation those pool parties are.
Yeah.
So it was really a Brooklyn, Jersey thing. That's all it really was. But
Okay. Cool.
I saw Peeje's ex-brother-in-law. Like I just saw a lot of friends and family I hadn't seen in a minute.
Peeje's ex-brother-in-law.
That's a
Okay.
Which he reminded me. I even forgot.
He was like, oh, okay. All right, my bad.
How Peeje doing? I was like, Peeje's great, man.
Peeje's great. He's doing great.
And I was like, oh shit, I forgot about all that.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it was a fun weekend. And I played the corner. I watched the madness happen.
That's a lie, but it's okay. I'll let you get your lies
off.
off. Get your lies off, man. So
No, I'm dead ass.
niggas always say they play the corner and forgot to mention that it was a bad bitch also in the corner with them.
y'all do the same thing.
Who, me?
Women.
I don't say I played nowhere.
I'm not saying you in particular. I'm saying women do this.
Yeah, no, we don't say shit. No, we was chilling. It was lit.
Had a long drive home.
It was lit. Let's play in the corner. The corner be the middle of the party with no shirt on. All right, man.
That was Rory.
That was the corner, huh? All right, I got you.
My shirt was on.
Okay. You have a good speaking of shirt. You have a good shirt on. Merch
Yes,
is on
this is
sale
available
now.
now.
He is now wearing the Karma release of the Prosperity. Is it the Prosperity pack? The Prosperity pack.
Available now.
You feeling your Karma is beautiful today, Rory. You look great. Good shades. You know what I'm saying? You look like you had a good time this weekend.
Yeah, no, my eyes is fucked. I see Dame is now just recording with an eye patch and glasses. I feel like I could do the same thing. Well, my eyes can't take this shit anymore. And I need to really know.
You didn't have surgery. You just didn't get no sleep.
No, I got sleep last night. Went to a birthday dinner and went right home.
Oh,
I
okay.
got sleep. I really need to go to the doctor for adult allergies. Like they are kicking my ass at 35 that I've never had. Like I walk outside and tears come out of my eyes.
Yeah.
Something outside I'm allergic to. And then when I get in the lights, it gets fucking worse. Like
it could be dry eyes. You start put drops in your eyes. That's all.
yeah. No, but I can't do that.
Why?
Visine, I don't know. That's like one thing eye drops I've never been able to do.
What do you mean you can't do it?
I physically cannot do it.
You can't put drops in your eyes?
No.
As a grown man?
Nope.
Is it like you're scared of the drop?
Mm-hmm. Like you would have to hold my eyelids open. Like it would have to be a force. Like, you know when they give people the feeding tubes of like when they're on hunger strikes? Like that's what you would have to do.
How do you take a shower? Do you close your eyes in the shower?
That's not the same as Visine. What are we talking?
You wash your eyeballs in the shower.
Yeah, like what you do?
No,
you
but
wash it.
I don't wash my eyeballs, but like when I'm washing my face,
When you wash
like
your face, you close your eyes. No?
under the stream, not really. Like my eyelid, I don't close my eyes. Like
When you when you
Yo, what
Nah.
the fuck?
when you exfoliate, you keep your eyes open when you
no, because I'm clean. I'm washing my eyes as well, like the outside of my eyelids.
same because
Like
they're
yeah.
closed.
But I'm just saying, like when I'm in the shower, standing under like the shower head, and the water's like hitting my hair, my face.
is not the
my
same
eyes
as-
are not
as eye
shut
drops.
closed.
Neither
Now
am I.
I'm not looking up at the fucking shower head and like just
you're
fucking
looking
do what you
straight.
want
You're
to me.
looking
Yeah.
straight. You're looking
Yeah.
Do what you want to me.
Yeah, like, hey, yo.
Way with me.
Have your way with me, shower head. Like, no, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm just saying, like, my eyes are not shut either, though. Black people, we not shutting our eyes in the shower. It's too much. What if some niggas run up in the crib while I'm in the shower? I need
Yo,
to.
you're out
Yeah,
of
I'm from a
poverty.
dark place in the Bronx.
Yeah,
Man,
okay.
shit happens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but you live like way the fuck up in Westchester. Like
shit
you're
happens.
cool.
I don't know these niggas still. I don't
this
care that
is
the
why-
rent is high here.
This is why I laughed that Maul's a Republican. Because Republicans don't think black trauma exists. This is a clear example of black trauma.
Yeah, black trauma is real. Absolutely is real. Y'all better wake up. This is Rory trying to put Visine in his eyes. Yeah, just need some Visine, man. That's all. You'll be fine.
Because when I initially went to the eye doctor to, when you have to like renew registrations and license and all that shit, I was like due up for like 20 years to go to the eye doctor for that. And they were like, oh yeah, your eyes like are super dry.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I can't do the eye drops. They gave me these eye vitamins. They don't work. Like I need to, I have to be
Vitamins, like,
allergic.
you take the vitamins and it's supposed to help your eyes.
Yeah. And it's done nothing.
You just need some drops, man. You just got dry eyes. That's all.
I just think I'm allergic to the earth.
No, I mean you're white, so
That's-
that is a real thing. So
But anyways, how was the Parkway?
Yo.
I don't even know how we got on these tangents.
The Parkway was cool. Parkway is fine. It's Labor Day. It was a lot of people out there a little overstimulated. And I planned on being sober because I had been drunk all weekend. Planned on being sober. I could not do the Parkway sober. I grabbed a cracker immediately. I was like, I can't do this. But it was cool. You know, I only ran once, but it turns out it was just a dog we were running from. And yeah.
I mean, during the parade, it's always the night before that's the violence. The parade is never violent.
Sometimes.
How's Wycliffe look?
He was there?
I mean, he's the mayor.
Oh yeah, I didn't see the whole parade. I got there at like 5, 6 o'clock. Y'all don't understand. I had a very long
5,
weekend.
6 o'clock.
Yes.
The parade is over.
Yeah.
Nah, it was still going.
No, people are still outside in Brooklyn after 5.
No, it was still floats. It was still floats. I was still catching.
What
But
time does
not
the float?
not the official floats. That's just like the bands that just keep going.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, the Haitian bands were kept going. Like they were on a float. So, but
Yeah,
yeah,
they
like
just-
Carnival.
they
had
did a
the-
loop around
They just live up the block. That's the niggas from up the
they
block.
went around the library and came right back. Like,
That's them niggas that live up the block. Like they weren't supposed to be out there.
Yeah,
That's
we
all.
missed it. I'm not built to be out. Alex had me at a club. I was at a club. Then I was at another club, and then I fucked around, went to a party called a Contact High before my brand event. I didn't know that, like, they were smoking in a place and all the windows and doors were closed. Like it was an indoor party. It was really hot in there. But I thought I was drunk. But I'm like, I only had 2 drinks. Why do I feel so loopy? No, I was high as fuck. And I had to go to the brand event. Like I was trying to sober up. I took a cold shower. I was drinking ginger tea because I'm like, I don't want these people to meet me and I'm high when I didn't smoke. Like I'm high on accident. It was a lot.
Yeah, they'll never be calling you back. It's okay. You walked in there smelling like an ashtray.
No, I went home and showered and did all of that stuff. Like I smelled good. It was just like my eyes were like so low.
Tell me you got eye problems like me. You can't do eye drops.
Yeah, no. But yeah, Rory's working on his album. Maul is,
Working on my album.
Eating sides at Labor Day weekend.
I'm working on my album.
You are?
Mm-hmm.
Woohoo.
Just me.
No
Can I produce
no
it?
features?
Not yet. But it's a few people that owe me some favors.
Like who?
I can't, I don't want to put that energy out there. But my album's coming 2026.
2026?
Yeah.
Okay, you think it's gonna like hit?
Do I think it's gonna hit?
Yeah. Like Rory's did well.
Rory's album did great. Are you kidding me? Rory's.
Look at how the things change.
Wait, we said your album didn't do great before?
Not you.
Oh, okay.
I said your album
Demaris.
did well.
My best friend that I'm staring at across the fucking table.
Yo, are we even really best friends anymore? Like, do you really
Round
want
two,
to talk
pick up
about
a go.
Like, are we even really best friends?
First of all, I felt like we were at the space where we don't need to speak every day, and it was always going to be the same because that's how deep our friendship
bitches
is.
always think
Good
that
serve,
to that
Rory, go.
birthday dinner come around.
Oh, good backhand, Demaris. Go.
I paid for your last 6 birthday dinners.
Good
No, you
overhand. Go.
didn't. You just made that. Like, you see how
Good
bitches
backhand.
lie? You see how bitches gonna get on camera and lie? But anyway,
No, it's podcasting.
yo, this weekend, a lot of interviews came out, a lot of phone calls came out. What y'all want to talk about
Oh,
first?
now she out the game.
A lot of interviews and phone calls came out.
A lot of interviews and phone calls came out. What we talking about?
Came out. Listen, man. You know, I need to start like really talking about like my inner thoughts more.
Okay.
Okay.
You know how you have inner thoughts about things and you be like, and then when shit happens, you be like, I should have said this 2 years ago. You ever had those moments where shit happens and you be like, I knew this was going to happen 2 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Well, in particular with the whole Thug situation, when he essentially, came home and won his trial, because that was a win. I think he was facing life, if I'm correct.
He was.
It was like, oh shit, shout to Brian Still. You know what I mean? He was able to go in there,
Time served.
make some things happen, time served. He obviously has restrictions, can't go here, can't go there. But something about that never sat right with me. I was like, I don't think this is the end of this. And lo and behold, now we have these recorded conversations being, we don't want to say leaked. It's not an album. It's not an album. These conversations are being put out.
Yes.
And I always felt like the government was going to find a way
Oh shit.
to say, okay, he won the battle, but we're going to win the war. We're going to do whatever we can to completely annihilate his public facing character, his public facing status. And I believe that this is exactly what it is. This is an attack on dismantling Thug's character, dismantling everything that Thug stands for. This is not by accident. This is not a leak. This is a planned thing that I feel like the government knew. They know exactly what they're doing. And they had this plan all along. When they want you, they're going to get you. We may not have you in prison. We may not have you behind bars, but we're going to get you. And I think that this is exactly what is happening here. I think that they are purposely putting these audio recordings out because if anybody has anybody incarcerated, the first thing you hear when you answer that phone is, this call is being recorded. So you know that this is being recorded. It's not who keeps the recording. You don't know. We can guess. Oh, the government has it. The jail system, the correctional facility has it. So now these recordings that they have, if you've ever called from a jail and talked to somebody, anything you spoke about is recorded and saved somewhere. So now what the government is essentially doing is saying, okay, he's not in prison. Let's do whatever we can do to completely disrupt his image, completely dismantle his image. And that's exactly what they're trying to do with these recordings.
Okay, but also, cool, the phone calls, but there's also interrogation stuff there. So, like, when people on reality TV complain, like, I was edited this way, and then the reply is always like, well, you can't edit what you don't do.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Government could be behind anything, but what Thug stands for, I don't care that they leaked it. It happened. Like,
no, it happened. No, I'm not saying nothing.
It's right there. Like, it's not like if it was AI, I'd be like, all right, that's some real higher up.
No. I'll be very clear. I'm not saying that none of this didn't happen. It clearly happened. These conversations clearly happened. What I'm saying is, when people say, "Oh, these things they're leaking," the conversations. Stop saying these conversations are leaking.
But
these conversations are being put out by the government, by the fucking.
We saw with Mariah the Scientist and Thug as far as that leaked conversation, and we could probably safely assume that wasn't the government. That was probably somebody that worked at the jail that had it and sold it. Like, that happens a lot too. Shit, how we saw Solange trying to whoop Jay-Z's ass was because the security people sold the shit. Like, I do think there's an element there. And we also know, because where was he locked up? Was that a federal case? No. That was with this.
I think that was, no,
it was with
state?
Georgia.
It was state.
Yeah. So it was state. So he was locked up in the greater Atlanta area. We know COs come from the same exact hoods that the people that are locked up in. I could see a world where all this CO took the shit and sold it to somebody. Or knew someone that knew Gunna and was like, yo, he's saying all this shit about you. I got all this. Like, I can see that.
Rory,
the interrogation one, though, to me is government.
It's not that
jail
easy.
phone calls,
No, it's not.
COs sell them shits all the time.
No, they do not. It's not that easy to get those recordings.
Okay.
Those recordings are not just on a recorder right here in the office where we having lunch at.
No, I know.
That's not where those recordings are located. Those recordings are somewhere where somebody higher up on the chain that works for the correctional facility, that works for the state, they have those recordings. That's not just somebody
also
that's
lower
working
level
in the
people
jail.
that monitor those calls that then have to flag something if criminal activity is being discussed for the higher ups to take care of. If you don't think somebody could sit in that fucking office with their iPhone and play that recording and just like this and get that exact quality of what they have on those, I do think.
I don't think it's that easy.
Okay.
I think Gunna's lawyers could have obtained them like we.
No, your lawyers can absolutely obtain your recordings.
Gunna has like a motive to do it.
Yeah. He says Gunna's lawyers.
Oh, Gunna's,
He's
you
just
think
saying-
Gunna? Nah,
yeah.
I don't think that. I don't think that.
But again, I don't want to act like a Twitter lawyer because I don't know. Once you plea out, why would the lawyer have access to? They weren't even really co-defendants after the plea, so how would they have access to those calls?
Yeah, I don't think Gunna's lawyers did. Thug's lawyers, I think, can get those, But that's, again, it lets you know when you make a call, this call is being recorded.
Yeah, of course.
So it's just certain things that you just don't need to be speaking about on those calls, on those phones, because, again, you do know that it's being recorded.
But I mean, to me, the calls, whether it be with 21, with other people, like respectfully, that was more like gossipy. I'm bored in jail calls. To me, the main leak was the interrogation, the 2 interrogation ones. Like that's different. That's not a jail phone call. That's an interrogation. Like to me, that's where this shit is nuts. And I don't know at this point. Someone just tell me the street rules because I don't know anymore.
There are no street rules.
I'm not calling. I'm a civilian. I'm not calling anyone a rat. That's not. I just want to know at this point what are the updated rules?
Listen,
because I'm very confused.
People need to understand this, and it just is what it is. The streets and all of the rules, the code, and all, that shit is only upheld by a very select few. Everybody's not a rat. Everybody's not a snitch. But there are rats and there are snitches. You go through every era from the biggest gangsters. You show me who the biggest gangster was somewhere in their story, I could point out somebody that ratted. That's a part of snitching is a part of the streets. And people just need to understand that. That's a part of it. You know when you play Mario, it's the little Goombas that run around. That's part of the game. You can't play Mario World and not get mushrooms. Like that's in the game. You cannot be in the streets and not think that people are not cooperating and not snitching. That is a part of the street rules. There are snitches, which is why when somebody doesn't snitch and doesn't cooperate, they should be saluted to the highest degree because we know exactly how many of these people are cooperating. So when you see somebody take their time and take their punishment and stand up to it and don't fold and do that, those are the people you salute because, again, for one person that's going to hold it down, there's 100,000 that's going to cooperate. Like people that hold it down and take their sentences, that is very rare. So when people get so surprised when they find out that people cooperated or gave a statement, it's that I look at it like, what are we surprised about? That's a part of the game. From look at every era, your favorite documentaries from your favorite gangsters and street figures, go through all of the documentaries. And I guarantee you in every documentary, there is somebody that cooperated and took the whole thing down.
Some of your favorites did it.
And they throw parties for these niggas and all kind of shit when they come home. I'm like, you know that nigga ratted, right? The one thing that they love to say, he ain't rat on me. He ain't rat on me.
He will then.
Yeah. But y'all don't understand why I don't like being around this type of shit and these guys because I look at it and I'm like, yo, first of all, I know y'all don't even like each other, number one, because I've heard what y'all both said about each other to me. So then when I see y'all doing parties and events and hostings and vacations, I'll be sitting back looking like maybe I'm the oddball. You know what I'm saying? And I'm cool with that, maybe, but I'm just like, something ain't right with what's going on out here. And it hasn't been right forever, but it takes years of being around certain things and seeing certain things to understand like, oh, this is not for me. And that's one reason why it was easy for me to leave that street shit alone, because I know how I'm going. I know that whatever I do, I'm taking that on the chin. If I get caught up out here and I got to go to prison, I'm taking that. Everybody not doing that. So why even put myself in a situation where I'm the only one that's going to hold it down? I'm not doing it. I'm asking to lose at that point. I'm asking to be the person with the short end of the stick, because I know if they come and say, yo, you facing 15, give me my 15. I'll see y'all in a minute. That's how I'm designed. Everybody ain't designed like that. Niggas said 15 years, they put a beat on, nigga. I tell you, they gonna start telling no niggas that ain't even a part of the situation. And it's cool. Come home, concert sold out, merch sold out. You know what I'm saying? Views going crazy on YouTube. So the support is still there. And they just put some good dudes behind bars. So when you look at that, you like, all right, so what am I doing? Because I'm never gonna do that. And if that's what you gotta do to be accepted out here, then I'd rather just not be a part of it.
Maul, I'm going to say something to you I have never said in my entire life.
Rory, surprise me.
Have you ever signed up for a phone plan and thought, wow, what a great price?
Yes, absolutely, currently.
Okay, so this has happened. I thought I was shocking you with a whole thing that you've never heard before.
I'm with you.
But Boost Mobile, you pay $25 a month, forever unlimited talk, text, data, starting at $25 a month. No price hikes, no contract. I'm going to be telling you this forever.
Visit boostmobile.com or head to your local Boost store today and get unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 a month forever. 5G speeds available in all areas after 30 GB. Customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Unlimited plan.
So with all that said, where do you think this leaves Thug and his perception and his career?
It's tough. It's going to be very tough. But then again, I don't know. Gunna putting out great music. Barclays, Demaris crying.
Yeah,
so you can't even say. I think Thug gonna put out a classic album and sell out a whole tour. If we going based on what we see already, I don't think that this hurts Thug at all. Prove me wrong. I'm willing to be proven wrong, though.
Well,
but I don't think that it does.
Well, do you think? Okay, so I don't think the snitching is
because nobody
issue.
cares.
I think
that's the point y'all don't understand. Nobody gives a fuck.
I think there's starting to be a likability issue.
A who?
Gunna, a likability issue. Gunna never became unlikable. People, even when Gunna was, when they originally locked Gunna up before he
did
snitched,
become unlikable to some when he said yes, man.
Well, yeah, to some, yes. But what I'm saying is personality wise, even when Gunna was locked up, there were people advocating for him like, hey, he doesn't deserve to be in there because as far as the criminal aspect of this, he's not involved. Gunna never really became unlikable other than the snitching thing. As far as with Thug,
but that's supposed to be enough.
It is supposed to be enough, but you're missing my point.
There's nothing worse than that, other than
okay. But also, well, I don't think anyone perceived, to Demaris' point, that Gunna was like that. Like Gunna never really portrayed himself like that. The way Thug has
do y'all listen to Gunna's music?
Yes, of course, but it's a little.
What the fuck are y'all talking about?
Everybody raps about being like.
Yeah. I'm not even saying that.
Yeah,
but that's.
Can we talk about the perception of what Thug like? Outside his whole career, outside of Thug making incredible music, it wasn't even whispers. The perception to fans was like, nah, Thug is like really like that. Like Gunna, no one has thought that. And I mean that respectfully. Like, cool, he's gang affiliated, whatever. But that's a rap thing. Nobody was running around saying like Gunna was causing chaos in the city of Atlanta.
That's the part I don't like.
Nobody was thinking that.
You get to rap about it. You get to walk like it. You get to talk like it. You get to do all of that. And then when the truth come out, it's, nah, but we never really, you know what I'm saying? Nobody thought he was really like. But how he get to talk and walk like that and be affiliated with that and rep that, but then when it comes to having to stand behind that, we not surprised that he didn't.
I don't think Gunna's music has yes, of course he's rapped about certain violent stuff, but that he's not
a
listen. I don't know all of Gunna's lyrics, but we can ask.
I'm sure you can find.
We can ask Chat GBT. I'm willing to bet everything that on one of Gunna's verses, he definitely said he would never snitch on the guys. I'm willing to bet that.
Oh, Oh, sure.
I'm willing to bet anything on that Gunna has said that at some point in his
I
career.
said that in my raps, and I'm going straight to the cops
so we
about you
can't,
niggas.
but we can't do that and then be with the guys that's really doing that.
Demaris,
and then when it comes time to really stand behind that,
You said what?
You are not.
What I ain't doing?
You and I are both tax-paying civilians, but you are not about to just go tell on all your friends. Like, that's not happening. I know you. You are not going to do that.
Demaris is a rat, man. Demaris can't wait to rat. Demaris ain't doing no jail time.
Y'all think I'm doing the jail for some shit I ain't do? Yeah, that's why I used to tell when I used to date drug dealers, don't do no crimes with me in the car. If they pull us over and say, who gun is this? I'm looking at them niggas and say, you know, damn the fuck well, it's not mine.
Well, no,
You
that's
bugging out.
they supposed to. That's
bugging
on them.
out.
If it's not you, they supposed to take
You
that. That's
bugging out. Hell
that
nah.
goes without saying. Like that goes without saying.
Only DMX kept Keisha in jail. Like, in real life, he would have got that girl out of jail.
I ain't going to jail for nobody. I don't do no crimes. You bugging out. And if you niggas go to jail for avoiding y'all taxes and the cops start asking me questions, guess what? I'm gonna say I don't know. But if they
you don't know
offering
anything
me
about
time,
taxes.
I don't know. You said what?
No, you wouldn't be lying. You don't know nothing about my taxes. You
I don't know about his taxes.
Yeah, you wouldn't be lying in that
Listen,
case.
man,
No,
I
you
don't
wouldn't be
know.
lying. But you can't get up there and be like, yeah, nah, they, they be evading taxes. You can't get up there and do that either, though.
But if they ask me and I know, I'm not lying to the cops. I'm gonna call the lawyer.
That's
I'm
not
gonna call a
lying.
lawyer. I'm gonna call a
Not-
lawyer. I'm not answering nothing.
Demaris, all you gotta do is not say nothing. You just don't have. See, you see what I'm saying? But you see how natural that is for you.
because
I'm
that's
gonna
not
just say
fair because they was offering
Nah.
niggas 8 years. If niggas got me in a new Rory and Mar Rico and they saying 8 years, you bugging.
But if it come down to they know that you don't have nothing. You had no knowledge of it.
But what
Well,
you
that's
need to
kind of how I
understand-
feel like the Gunna
But
situation
Maul,
went.
What you need to understand is it don't fucking because I grew up in Syracuse and we have a lot of gang violence and at least 3 of our gangs have been hit with RICO charges.
That's because there's no affordable housing.
Probably.
That's what the mayor of Chicago wants us to believe. Them niggas killing each other because there's no affordable housing. My bad. Go ahead.
Some of
man.
them got driveways, front yards, everything.
My bad. Go ahead, baby D.
So there are people who get caught up in RICOs who have done no crimes. I know niggas who got caught up in RICOs and did jail time over rap lyrics, but have done no crimes, but they're affiliated with a gang. That is a real thing. When they come to sweep your ass up in a RICO, it don't matter if you ain't hold no gun or you wasn't in a car with no gun or nothing
Yeah, but
like
if
that.
you repping that
are
set,
yeah, if you in the
affiliated with
gang,
these
yeah, if you repping
people.
that set,
I thought it was gang.
Okay, so you can't sit up here and say, well, they're coming to him and they know he didn't really do nothing. They're not really gonna lock him up. Yes, the fuck they will really lock his ass
Yeah,
up.
he's part of the gang.
Okay, so you
If
can't
I'm
sit
part
there
of
and
the
say
U.S.
he
Army and I go to
snitched.
Afghanistan
He snitched
right
for no
now,
reason.
you think they gonna see me in my uniform like, nah, but he never killed none of Al Qaeda? They see me, they smoking me too. I'm part of the gang. That's how it goes. When you put that suit on, when you rep that set, that means you rep everything that comes with that. That's what that's supposed to be. So if that's not you, cool, but don't rep it though. And that's the problem. You want to rep something while it's cool, while it's safe. But then when they get real and you standing in front of that judge, oh yeah, nah, I don't got nothing to do with that. You don't got nothing to do with that.
I don't got nothing to do with that.
But that's why I
How?
think
We
that,
kept them niggas off your ass when you was out here and them niggas wanted to jump you and rob you. That was the homies that front lined that and held you down.
Yeah, but that wasn't just out of love. You was making money off.
Out of love.
You was doing.
Yeah, I
you
love
were
you. I'm not gonna let these niggas put hands on you and take this jewelry
you're
off
not
your
gonna
neck.
let niggas put hands on me because you're protecting your investment. This is not just out of love. This is not
What
just
you
out
mean?
of love.
If you my homeboy and you part of the gang, yeah. I'm not gonna let nothing happen to you.
Okay. Well, I don't want to talk about the
But
inner
if
workings.
something get ready to happen to you and I bust my gun, you didn't shoot. But if they come and sweep the whole block, what you gonna be like, nah, that was him? What?
but then again, with the YSL shit, like that's where I think it was a little fucked up the position Gunna was in because YSL really wasn't a gang, it was a record label.
Not according to Gunna.
I know, because with the plea, you have to say that. So
You don't have to say anything.
I hear your point.
That's
With
the other part of this.
When you take a plea, you have to. That's the point of taking a plea. You have to say what you're guilty of. I'm saying that technically they were from different. Gunna claimed to be affiliated with Crips. Like it wasn't gang shit. He signed to a record label. Like
I get that.
If I have a midlife crisis at 35 and go fucking come home and be hat like. And then they all get swept up in a RICO. I would be snitching if I said something. I decided to be part of y'all fucking gang. If I signed to a record label, no, I ain't part of y'all fucking gang.
Nah, that's not how that went. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Oh, well, first of all,
that's where this shit is. That's where this shit is all wrong, and you cannot do that.
Because I think, rest in peace, Irv Gotti. Shout out to Chris Gotti we had on the pod. Both of them tax-paying civilians. They were just trying to sweep Preem up in some bullshit and then hit them with a Fed charge for laundering money. They didn't say a word.
Mm-hmm.
They went to court and beat the shit because it was, of course, Chris and Irv were not laundering money for Supreme.
Mm-hmm.
They were just using that to try to get them to talk so it could jam Supreme up.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they did with this Gunna shit. They knew Gunna was not a criminal. They did that to try to get him to talk.
What's the key thing that Chris and Irv didn't do?
They were the most stand-up people ever in that entire thing.
And they didn't do what?
They didn't talk at all. They went to trial and they beat it.
Exactly.
But I'm saying Gunna in that point was in a similar situation and took a plea deal that didn't affect not a single person. And you saying that about Thug? Thug took a plea. Thug is on interrogation. The lines are so blurred with this whole YSL case that I can't look at Gunna and look at Thug and be like, oh, it's a difference here.
And this is why I'm.
Who's saying it's a difference though?
Oh, I thought you were saying with Gunna.
Nah, stop thinking I didn't say that. Stop thinking that I said something I didn't say.
Okay, I apologize.
So this is the conversation that I'm trying to have because I feel like we went off on a tangent.
We did.
At the end of the day, all of us are tax-paying civilians. We don't understand exactly what's going on with these people's case. We don't fucking know. Bringing back to the likability issue that I think that Thug might be facing now as far as mainstream media, the culture, whatever. Not street shit, not nothing to have to go with his case, but the things that happened, the things that he might have tweeted while he was in jail, the things that he's tweeted or said when he was out of jail. Gunna's reputation suffered a little, but did not suffer enough to affect his career. Thug has seemingly been picking on Gunna since he got out. He's been saying things about ratting. And now these leaked phone calls are coming out. He's saying things about Kendrick. He's on the phone with 21 talking. I think that as far as his career, the conversation that we can have as far as where he goes from here or if he can be as successful as Gunna post lockup is, do people still like Young Thug?
Yeah. And thank you for getting us back on track. Because that was the point too of saying Gunna was not viewed that way because it didn't really affect, the plea didn't affect it because that's not how the public viewed him. And he was able to continue on. To everything Demaris said, Thug has been viewed a certain way through this whole trial. And now it looks a little different than how we viewed him through the entire thing. So yes, likability in that regard is there.
That shit ain't gonna affect him at all.
I also see that. I don't think anyone cares about snitching.
I'm willing to be proven wrong, though. I'm open to being proven wrong.
But I think right now today don't hit. Then
I think Thug had a likability issue a little bit before this whole snitching allegation came about.
All he got to do is put out good music. That's all he got to do.
I think Thug's likability was at its highest after after he beat the case. Mm-hmm. He just and again he was in jail. I'm not saying you got to hit the ground running and put out mad music right away. But his likability was at its peak. This, I think, has just shifted everything because you don't appear to be the person that we thought you were when we were championing you when you beat the case.
None of this matters is what I'm saying.
People don't care about snitching?
They don't give a fuck. You put out good music, that's all that matters.
Go back to when 6ix9ine came out. Pull up the old pod shit when I was trying to explain to y'all. I said, these kids don't give a fuck.
That's true.
Everyone's arguing me down. I
was arguing you, yeah, right?
You think the people that were fans of 6ix9ine give a single fuck about that entire shit?
But that's the problem though, and that's the problem with our culture, with Black culture. That's one of the big problems with Black culture. Is shit like that. Is that we act like these things matter until we put in a position for us to stand behind it mattering, and then when we don't, it's like, man, nobody care about that.
I mean, but with entertainment, can you put that on a fan?
Who's the fan?
I don't even want to use Thug because again, I don't really know everything that is going on and if he is this, if he's that.
Who's the fan?
If you're a fan of an artist and if that artist then snitches, like that's not that person. I'm a fan because they entertained me. I'm not in your friend circle or. I can look at this shit and think it's wrong. But a young kid that's just a fan of an artist, like, he's just a fan. He doesn't even know about criminal shit.
Oh,
he just
that type of fan? You talking about that type of fan? Yeah. Me as a fan?
No, not you. I'm saying
the average fan. That's why the casual fan.
I think the fans of 6ix9ine give a fuck about that.
For the most part, no.
Yeah.
There's some people that supported 6ix9ine that never supported him again. I was one of those people.
For same.
I was one of those people that was,
and it was less about the snitch. It was more about what he did when he got out with the Nipsey mural. Like I just thought he was moving super goofy.
Yeah, so it depends on who you ask.
It wasn't
which fans are you speaking to? Which fans are you asking? For the most part, no, most fans don't give a fuck.
That's what I like.
But you have some people that look at it like, man, that's crazy. I can never support that. Why? Because I have friends and family that were directly affected by people snitching on them, that are directly incarcerated because somebody snitched on them. So yes, for me, as a fan of some of these people, it's a little different. Because I've seen what that does. I've seen what snitching does to people. I've seen the position it puts people in. So yeah, to me, people do that. Nah, I can't fuck with that. I'll never support that. Because again, that's something that directly affected my family. With people being incarcerated and away from us because somebody snitched. So yeah, I don't take that lightly.
And I fair and agree with you. And to close, I just think the majority, because hip hop has become the biggest genre in the world, a majority of fans that are driving to work every morning, they got kids, wives, they pay their taxes, they don't care.
No.
Is the music good?
Yeah, people don't.
then that's all they care.
People don't care. Like that's why people be.
Doesn't affect that they have their own shit going on in their lives that they're focused on. I just want to be entertained. That's really where
people gonna have all these think pieces out and all of these things and be upset. Y'all people don't give a fuck. They don't care. Like I said, we watched it with Gunna. No people probably. The funny shit is, it seems more people supported him after that. That's what's funny about the whole Gunna shit. It seems like he had more support coming out of that situation.
Well, I think that's because more visibility and it's free advertising. Not all advertising is, I mean, there's no such thing as bad press, basically. Like that was an amazing, not amazing, but that was a big platform that he got because of that.
Yeah. And everyone couldn't wait to hear from Gunna, and the music ended up being great. So everyone was like, oh, this is cool.
I just tell people this very simple. You can't be surprised about what people would do for their freedom when you see what they do for money. It's that simple. When you watch what people will do for money, that's going to tell you everything they would do for their freedom.
Fair.
So we got to stop being surprised when things like this happen, because it'd be right there in front of your face. Just look at the moves they make. Look at the things they do. You think that if somebody telling them, you about to do 25 years, you think they're going to just be like, all right, well, just show me my bed? It don't go like that. Not even in the movies do it go like that. They don't even put that in the movies. That don't go like that. That don't go like that. Nah.
Even Denzel didn't wear glasses throughout the entire American Gangster shit. When he was facing life, he put on reading glasses.
Yeah.
And gave him everything.
He started drawing up plays. He had
thumbtacks on.
Bro, niggas ain't trying to be behind that wall for 20 years, bro. That ain't for everybody. Now, salute to the ones.
It's for nobody.
Salute to the ones now, because there are some. Like I say all the time, one of my best friends took 16. Could have came home and been with his dying mother in his her last days if he would have just cooperated, and he did not.
No, that's plenty.
So you talking to somebody that firsthand has seen people take 15 years, 16 years on the chin and keep it moving. So yes, those people exist, and salute to them. The highest salute to them. But we not gonna act like the ones that cooperate don't exist either. And for me, I'm definitely not surprised when none of these niggas don't take that shit on the chin and keep it moving. I'm more surprised when they do. Somebody snitch, that ain't surprising to me. I'm surprised when they don't snitch. That surprises me now. Like, oh shit, he kept it real. He took it all away. Salute. Yeah, but when they snitch, it's just like, oh, this is another one to add to the list. But the bottom line is nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah. Well, there are still plenty of people that do actually still hold it down.
Absolutely, 100%.
Well, how do you feel about the kind of not attacking, but his words on Kendrick not doing features with rappers or certain rappers?
Again, a lot of those calls to me were just bored in jail, just talking. Like, I know that was like the big bombshell, and of course with Drake and Kendrick and all that type of stuff, but I think you've had friends in jails, they just want to talk on the phone. Like, they just want to talk because they're bored. And I get it. And they just say shit. Like,
obviously it's Kendrick's name, so that was like the one that people wanted to really
Yeah, I just don't put too much.
He didn't say nothing there that was surprising to me. Like, no, he's like, why you don't want to do a feature? Like, yeah, like, why wouldn't you want to do a feature with Thug? Like, and then now they go back to the record, that part where I guess Kendrick is talking about Thug asking for a feature. I mean, I don't get it, man. It is what it is. But again, a lot of that is just, I call it jail fatigue. You locked up, you're incarcerated, you got to talk to somebody. You want to just talk about anything. I don't really put too much stock in it because, again, this is somebody that was incarcerated and was just wanting to talk.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not about him saying it, right? It's not some big bombshell that he said it. It's more about the topic at hand. How do you guys feel about certain rappers just refusing to, like a Kendrick who's looked at as an intelligent or intellectual rapper, right? This is what he's looked at as, whether you
He trying to kick knowledge? He kicking knowledge?
No, I'm just saying, like, how do you feel about rappers like that not exactly leaning into working with what people will call the mumble rappers or the trap rappers?
I think Kodak is actually a great rapper, but I think people would still, some of the
Kendrick worked on mumble rappers. The beef started with a mumble rapper, with Future.
Future's not a mumble rapper.
Future is
he might be King Mumble.
He's kind of King Mumble rap.
What the fuck are you talking about? I don't know what Future be saying.
But Kendrick is
the gospel.
A little bit different. Kendrick has kind of become like the Chris Brown of like, listen, let me talk so I can. When it comes to choruses, right? We all know that Chris Brown is the chorus king of R&B. Future has kind of become that. I don't know if Chris
Brown is the chorus king of R&B.
Everybody, when niggas need a hit, a top R&B hit, niggas throw Chris Brown in the chorus.
Oh, that's just Chris Brown's name being on the thing. Like, I don't know if has the best hooks is what I'm saying. But it's Chris Brown. A feature, I don't get what Chris Brown is doing on the song that I have. Do whatever the fuck you want, sir. As long as I can put your name on it, I'm cool.
Okay, but it's usually because Chris Brown makes very, like, when he's singing a chorus, it becomes very catchy and people tend to like it. I think, in my opinion, that Future became that at one point for rap. When you want to make a song that doesn't sound too mumbledy rap, you put Future on it, or you get on a song with Future and it's a little bit more mainstream. It might still be mumble rap, but it's a little bit more mainstream. Am I off by saying that? Am I crazy by saying that?
No, and again, I don't think Future is mumble rap because mumble rap went so fucking far to mumbles that it makes Future sound like Nas. So yeah, in the beginning, Future may have been the most popular quote unquote mumble rapper, but they took those mumbles so goddamn far that Future is the most articulate rapper I've ever heard.
Future,
I can hear everything he said.
Out of all of them, Future elevated the most. Right?
Yeah.
I'm a keep it real with y'all. I don't know what Future be saying half the time.
Oh, no, me either.
Maybe I'm just too old now. I don't know what the fuck, but it sound good. It's a vibe. I'm like, this nigga floating. Like, the cadence is hard. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what the fuck Future be saying 65% of the time. I might catch the last end of the bar. Like, oh, okay, I know what he just said there.
But all right, even Thug, of one of the greatest melodies ever, I don't know what the fuck he said before that.
Still.
But it's incredible. But I also don't think Thug is a mumble rapper. Yeah, they have mumble moments, but Thug ain't a mumble rapper, nor is Future.
But I mean, they
go listen to My Collection by Future. Ain't a fucking mumble in there. It's just John chapter 3:16 throughout that whole fucking thing.
Yeah, okay.
But to bring the point back, right, when we said that Kendrick did a feature with a mumble rapper, right, which we all know what all of that stuff was about. As far as like hopping on like songs, like how, like, for example, Cole is quicker to hop on certain songs with certain people. That isn't really Kendrick's bag. So do you think that they have an obligation, if they're trying to further where hip hop is going, they have an obligation to kind of like co-mingle with the people who are hotter in those areas? Like,
I mean, I don't know. Kodak narrated a whole Kendrick album. Like, he's done that, and Kendrick has worked with Rich the Kid. Like, he's worked with people that I guess
Kendrick just didn't want to give Thug a ring. He just didn't want to give Thug a verse. He just wasn't jacking Thug. That's all, and that's fine. And I understand why Thug was on the phone talking like that. Like, why he don't want to give me a feature? Like, you don't want to do no feature on no superstar? Like, I understand what Thug's, how he felt in that moment too.
Do we have the timeline of when that was though?
No, I mean, we don't.
No, I don't think they told us.
Because that to me would be more key in this entire thing.
Yeah, if y'all gonna leak these, if y'all gonna put these audio recordings out, at least give us the dates.
I mean, we can assume a lot of these calls may have been pre-beef. But even at that point, when Drake was doing the video when Thug was locked up, and I think there's 2 Drake records on that Thug album, Business. The theory that Kendrick was plotting for a bit, I can see Kendrick turning down a Thug verse and splitting all enemies ahead of time. Like, I see Drake and Thug have a crazy relationship. If he was plotting the way a lot of the OVO stan pages and everyone says, I can see him not giving Thug a verse at that time because he was planning what was going to happen next year. I could see it. Or Kendrick was just busy. Or like, it could be nothing at the end of the day.
Or Kendrick just didn't want to give him a feature.
That too.
Like that's. I mean, this is not like we're not trying to like create fire. Like this is
no, of
simple.
course not.
It's like he just didn't want to give Thug a feature. Like okay,
or the shit Thug sent him, he probably maybe didn't like.
It's
There's a million reasons
with
that. But again, I didn't think that was really that crazy as far as those calls and everything. But I mean, I guess while we're here, I hate to admit that I enjoyed. I'm just gonna say it quietly. I enjoyed the Bobbi and Drake interview.
You enjoyed what? Say that again.
Huh? I didn't say anything.
Say that again.
I didn't say anything.
What was enjoyable about it?
I don't think Punch gonna like that. No, what he said was, if you couldn't hear him, he said he enjoyed the Bobbi Althoff and Drake.
I was talking about Bobby Brown. It was a separate time.
Oh, different Bobby?
Yeah.
Shout out to Bobby. He just got his master's back for Don't Be Cruel. And
did he?
Yeah.
Oh, congrats. That's crazy.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Bobby Brown.
Did you watch the Bobbi Althoff? I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that, and Drake interview. Or
no.
I don't believe you. I feel like you edited.
I didn't. I watched the clip.
It's funny.
I didn't watch the full
I watched the whole thing.
I've seen a bunch of clips though.
It was entertaining. I still stand on.
I'm gonna watch it. I didn't watch it yet though.
I still stand on wanting to hear from Drake, as well as Kendrick, as well as Cole. I want to hear from them with
black faces.
No, not necessarily.
Black people.
If all three of them
Hip-hop.
paws want to sit with me in my white face, I'd be happy to. I'm
Want
just
to hit
saying
them with the culture. Bobbi Althoff isn't the culture.
Don't do that because Elliot dissed us over the weekend and everyone called me and said we was beefing.
Elliot dissed who?
I saw that.
Elliot dissed who? Me?
Nah,
I saw that.
whoever tweeted it
Elliot dissed me?
was very misleading
He did?
in the tweet.
I didn't see it. What did he say?
All you podcasters and media men, you rappers that turn media men.
I'm a
y'all
radio
wanna
guy.
act like y'all are media men. We're all this. You had your dream come true. We're all the same motherfuckers. We're the same. Elliot's journalism thing means nothing. Rob Markman's means nothing. Jeremy Hex means nothing. You're a podcaster. You're a former rapper. You're all media men. I'm a media personality. I'm not a journalist, and I don't want to talk about Cardi's album no more because, nigga, you signed up for the gig. The gig is the gig. You barely can talk to artists. They want to know what you think about everything. We're doing the same goddamn thing. You want to call yourself I'm still an artist. I'm a media man. I'm a podcaster. I'm a radio personality. I'm a journalist. Like, we're in the same gang, motherfucker. We're in the same game. My nightmares come true. We're in the same game.
Hey, you know what?
We're on the same thing.
Whenever you crash out, you sound
It's
like
the same thing.
You sound like you just got off the subway.
No, I see this
the same game, motherfucker.
I don't care if you're Maul. I don't care if you're Fat Joe. I'll name names. Your opinion does matter because that's the platform. Your audience wants your opinion on things. You don't conveniently get to drive like I'm not qualified. I'm not a journalist. We have the mics. We're all talking. We're doing the same thing. We're all the same media men.
Oh, because I said I'm not going. I don't feel comfortable talking about Cardi B music because I don't feel like she makes it for me. But that's real though. I don't feel comfortable about talking about anybody that I know didn't make anything that I'm not their audience, their target audience. That's kind of like.
But his point.
That's not me being honest. I thought that was me being honest and real.
A journalist has to speak about everything.
No, they fuck they don't. That's the problem. No, you don't. No, the fuck you don't. No, you don't. Nobody in the world needs to speak on everything. Journalists or not. You do not need to be speaking on everything. And yes, I stand on that. I don't feel comfortable sitting here talking about Cardi B's music because I know she doesn't make music for me. Mm-hmm. What's wrong with that? I feel like that's being honest and real, unlike some of these other niggas that got mics in their face.
And just talking.
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable talking about Cardi B music, whether I like it or not. Y'all know how I'm coming about Cardi. I fuck with Cardi. Big Bronx shit. I want to see her do anything that she put her mind to. I want her to be successful. But I don't feel comfortable sitting here talking about her music and saying I don't like it because I know Cardi ain't going in the booth laying down bars with niggas like me and mine.
I mean,
so you know what I'm saying? So yeah, duh, and her voice, duh. Nigga, you're not supposed to like it. I wasn't spitting these bars for you. So yeah, I don't feel right sitting here saying I don't like a Cardi record. I don't, because I know she ain't making it for me.
And
So yeah, shut up,
And-
Elliot.
And to me, that is what does disprove Elliot's point that he was making, because I think that is a form of journalism of what Maul just did. If
Being
we're gonna-
honest? Yes, that is a form
Like-
of journalism. Journalists should be honest.
If
Integrity.
Cardi is
Journalists should have integrity. And none of you niggas got more integrity than me.
Cardi is obviously a A-lister in hip hop, so she's gonna get brought up. And I think you didn't avoid it. It's not like we just stayed quiet about Cardi.
Yeah.
I just feel like that's a whole statement in itself. I'm not talking about
Yeah.
this shit because it ain't for me.
It's not for me, but I love Cardi. Shout out to Cardi, but I don't feel right saying I don't like a Cardi record. Like, I ain't supposed to like. That's like me saying I ain't like Cardi's outfit. Nigga, she ain't put that on hoping I would like it. Like, to me, I look at it the same vein. Like, that's not for me.
It's funny too because Drake did bring up, I guess, something in that vein with the Bobbi interview in regards to him sitting with her rather than certain journalists. The goal is not to be an unattainable dickhead for your whole life and only speak to Zane Lowe while he asks you the most curated questions. And I mean, Complex, not to say they took Drake, misquoted him, but there was more context to what he was suggesting. He more or less was saying that artists can also go, like Nicki going to Kai, somebody that usually does not speak to people is still allowed to go to something that's not this formal fucking thing. And he said no disrespect to Zane Lowe as well. He didn't diss Zane, but I understood what he was saying. But it kind of goes back to our conversation that we've had a million times when it comes to this topic. I think there can be a balance of both.
Yeah.
Nicki and Kai being a example that Drake brought up, or even Drake and Bobbi, because he's saying that they ushered in the idea of it. I just want to balance as a fan. I'm speaking strictly as a fan. I want to balance.
You don't think there's a balance? Has Drake not sat down with other people before?
No, of course. I'm not making this a Drake thing.
but
He was talking about artists overall. I think there's been a lack of that with A-list artists and a good amount of artists, period, that they can just go do the fun thing and avoid everything that people may want to know on the side. But they're also humans. They don't owe us that. I'm just speaking as...
That's what I was waiting for.
Oh yeah, of course they don't. Does Drake owe me any explanation for anything in his life?
Not you, but I'm saying some people speak as if he does.
He does not. But as a fan of music, I can also say I would love to hear from him with somebody that's going to ask questions and receive answers that I want to know. That's all.
Yeah,
I think that's fine.
The reason why I never understood why people get upset about shit like this is because, number one, he sat down with people, plenty of people before.
Yeah, but it's different now.
Okay.
He sat down in the whole barbershop with LeBron and the guys. He sat down with Elliot a couple times, had Elliot in his living room.
Which I thought was
He sat down with a bunch of
addressed
people.
everything.
He sat down with a bunch
at
of
the time.
people.
But that was at a time we wanted to. That's why that Rap Radar interview was so great. Outside of B-Dot and Elliot doing a great job.
So
on
nobody-
It was he addressed
Okay,
Meek
so-
shit. He addressed the Pusha shit. He addressed the kid shit.
and
he
all
addressed,
and all of that. You don't see why now things will be different for Drake and who he decides to sit next to and talk to.
For sure, but I'm not trying to make this a Drake thing. I'm going off what Drake was saying about ushering in this idea of all artists kind of going this route to some degree now.
Yeah, they don't want to sit down with the same old, same old. They don't want to sit down and have the same curated conversations. They'd rather sit down with somebody that knows them in a different light, has more of a personal connection to them, and they could have a fun, cool conversation.
Well, Kai and Nicki didn't know each other at all.
Well, no,
but it was fun to watch them
not that they knew
together,
each other, but it was just polar opposite worlds. It was two
For sure,
different.
yeah.
So it's like, okay, but he's saying that I made it cool for it not to be the same old formal sit down type of thing where you go and sit down with these people that have, again, these curated questions and these conversations. It's like people don't want to do that all the time.
Yeah, I understand it.
But these same people that they're saying, oh, we want them, they've sat down with these people before and had conversations with them.
But everyone's speaking specifically based off what has happened.
Yes, because everybody wants to hear from Drake now. Everybody wants to ask him about the beef and what happened.
Of course.
We get it. But do people not understand how he would not ever want to sit down with any of you niggas again?
For sure.
Nobody sees that in this equation?
Of course.
Oh, okay. That's
But-
all I'm asking.
but
Like,
also-
how are people so surprised?
Again, and being completely objective in this, I liked the Kendrick shit with SZA, but I still want to hear from Kendrick. I want Kendrick to sit with somebody. Like, I have questions. It's not just him.
You have questions now.
Cole, I have questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why would, that's not a weird thing for a fan to want.
No,
all I'm saying.
not saying it's weird. I'm just saying it's weird for fans to not understand why Drake doesn't want to sit next to none of these people.
I mean, to
me, that's weird. It's
But
like,
I don't think fans don't not understand. And also,
no, they don't care.
yeah, no, they don't care. It's not. It's not
Exactly.
that they don't understand. And honestly, I don't think that the fans are crazy for thinking that there's a little bit of a dodge of not wanting to talk about certain things. Yes, we want to do more fun interviews and curated interviews can be boring, this, and that. But there's also so many different types of creators who have a different interview type platforms that before Bobbi Althoff became the thing, or honestly before Drake made her the thing. Like there's other people who aren't the traditional people or people that Drake might have felt stabbed him in his back during this beef, newer, younger people who are, you know what I'm saying, who are doing things that he can also sit with, who would also ask him questions. They might not be super curated, but who would also ask him certain questions that I just don't think that he's prepared to answer. So I just don't want it to all, one second. I don't want it to just be,
Why?
one second. I don't want the conversation to just be Drake just wants to do fun stuff and he also doesn't want to sit with fake niggas. There is also the point of there's certain shit when it comes to that battle because of the outcome of it and things like that Drake just doesn't want to talk about. That's okay, but
why
that
you
doesn't
saying he
mean
doesn't
that
want to
people.
talk about it? Why you say he doesn't want to talk about it?
What I'm saying is that people are assuming that he doesn't want to talk about it.
Now that's different.
Let me say this.
People's assumptions and what is are two different things.
But you can have a safe assumption that when you just throw small little comments on streams, anytime you do the steak shit, when you talk with Aiden, because he made little shots in the Bobby shit too. It's like the first time you saw Marlo in The Wire and dude had the gun to the head. He said, "Do it or don't, but I got shit to do." Like either talk about it or shut up about it. Is I think how a lot of fans feel.
Yeah, but the fans don't.
And of course, it's an entitlement thing, but fans are entitled. I'm an entitled fan sometimes too.
But again, that's a problem though, because on one hand you're entitled, but on the other hand, we know no matter who he sits down with, no matter what questions he asks, no matter what answers he gives, people are still going to have a problem.
Sure.
So what the fuck is the rush to? Like, what are we talking?
I'm not saying it's a rush.
No, but what is the fans rush to want him to sit down with whoever they want to sit around with? When this got
announced, I said to you on the pod that I think he eventually is going to do a real interview with somebody to get to the shit.
Of course he is. But when he wants to.
Yeah. No, I think when the album comes, he'll do that.
When he wants to. So I don't understand.
I actually enjoyed the interview.
I also don't think, I don't think when the album comes that he'll sit and talk about that. I actually don't think that at all.
You don't think he'll ever talk about that?
I didn't say ever, but I don't think that when the album comes, I don't think he'll talk about it. I could be wrong. I do not know Drake's spine, but I don't think he will.
I mean, he doesn't need to. Like, he doesn't need to use that as a rollout, quote unquote. Like that, clearly he doesn't need that. But if you don't think that he's going to sit down one day and address, I mean, I think he said it at the end of the thing. Didn't he say like we gonna get to that? I'm gonna see you guys. Like, so he basically is letting it be known that we're gonna get to that.
Well,
I thought that was for the album.
Yeah, I assumed he was.
No, he said I'm gonna see you guys.
Yeah,
did he not?
Yeah, I thought
he wasn't talking about through the music.
Whatever.
Okay.
Well, what everybody is assuming is that was a teaser for the album.
No, he doesn't need to take the album. We know the album was coming. No, that was I'm on tour right now because I think didn't Bobby ask him something about. Why is he doing a U.S. tour? And he was like, well, I just finished the U.S. tour when the whole thing started. I was still on tour actually when that thing started. And now I'm on a European tour. Like, but we're gonna do that. He's gonna get back to touring the U.S. Like, my thing is people are just so he needs to sit down with this person. Why does it matter? He can sit down with whoever y'all want him to sit down with. No matter what he says, I can promise you there's going to be 1 million videos uploaded after the interview saying, oh, why didn't he address, I think he's lying about that. He didn't feel that way about that. Like,
I understand,
it doesn't matter.
But he's not special in that regard because that's what every single time a celebrity opens their mouth and they have a certain amount of popularity, anything that they say is going to be either clickbaited or turned around or used for a headline. Like, that's just part of being a celebrity. But I think the conversation that people are having is you're sitting up there talking about certain things with someone that is not of the culture because they don't even know what questions to ask you. And I think that is the backlash that may be coming from that. Doing an interview with Bobbi Althoff is fine. Like, I don't think anybody has a problem with him doing that. It's just you doing you're your attention is going to Bobbi Althoff and Aiden Ross and all of these people who are not of the culture of music that kind of really birthed your career. So I think that may be what people have an issue with. I don't think it's that he's doing interviews with them. I think that it's because he's only doing interviews with them. When there are plenty of young Black creators or, you know what I'm saying, and things like that, or streamers or things like that.
All right,
but
you strike me as an intelligent woman. Do you think that that's purpose? That's on purpose that he's doing that?
I don't give my opinion on Drake anymore. But I don't give my opinion on Drake anymore. But I do think that because I don't.
The same answer you gave with the Cardi shit. I'm stealing that.
Yeah, I'm so cool on anything I say about Drake will be used against me in a court of law. But what I will say, what I will say is this: I think that Drake is very, 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 very smart, and I think that he likes a certain level of control when it comes to things. And I think if he's not ready to talk about something, it will not be talked about and he will not be asked about it. And I think that is what is going on.
But that's it.
I don't think that there's anything wrong with it, but yes. Yeah, to answer your question, yes, that's on purpose. Yes, that's on purpose.
Yeah, so I mean, I just, again, the people being upset because he's not sitting down with whoever. I don't remember a time, again, I'm a little older than y'all, not once during the whole Pac Biggie beef did I ever say, yo, this nigga Pac need to sit down with this person and talk about this. I don't give a fuck to hear about none of these niggas talk about a rap beef.
Well, okay, don't do that because the Jay and Nas shit, Jay sat with Angie. You can find that on YouTube.
But
now.
who said who was sitting around saying, yo, Jay got to sit down with Angie and talk about this? Who was saying that? Nobody even cared about shit like that.
Well,
this is all new shit when it comes to like
you fucking media outlets at the time. Everyone had a mic.
But I'm saying even when it wasn't nobody waiting.
But you don't think anyone wanted after Ether? Nobody wanted to hear from Hove? Of course.
No, we wanted to hear records. We wanted to hear bars. Nobody was asking for an interview. This interview shit wasn't like, this is a whole new world with this interview shit.
Interviews have been big.
Nobody cared about interviews, bro.
I was 13 years old.
Nobody cared about
Stop
interviews,
what we were doing when Jay sat with Angie.
Of course you did.
Nas, JB.
Of course you did. But before it happened, you wasn't at home in Queens saying, Jay-Z needs to sit down and talk to somebody about this beef. You wasn't saying that.
No,
when the interview came out,
because you didn't have to. Because you didn't. Because you didn't have to beg for the interviews. You didn't have to beg. You didn't have to say this needs to happen, this needs to happen, because you knew that it would happen.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
There wasn't even a thought. Trust me, I was really out there. Nobody was thinking about an interview. Niggas wanted to hear raps.
Okay, even though you're right, I was not sitting there going, Jay needs to talk to Angie. But you don't think that Hove thought in his mind, with all of the fans that heard Ether and the chatter that was going around the entire country, I need to go sit with Angie. Because that's what he was thinking. If it wasn't a thing that people wanted, he wouldn't have fucking done it. He needs to address a bunch of shit. He was sitting there like...
Listen. First of all...
He was dissing Nas through the whole fucking thing too. It was purposeful.
First of all, the way the thing ended, Jay gave a reason of why he was backing out of the thing. His mom had stepped to him, didn't like the energy. Mm-hmm. So it was a whole thing. But nobody, nowhere, on no block... was saying, yo, I can't wait for the Jay-Z interview when he talks about this. I can't wait for the Beanie Siegel or the Jadakiss interview when they talk about their beef. This is a whole new thing with rap now. Okay. We want to hear interviews about niggas talking about.
You're talking about what was going. You're talking about
Jay-Z wasn't on stake doing a stream every goddamn night.
Of course he wasn't, because he wasn't in business with a stake.
So number one, first of all, there's multiple things.
Yes.
Number one, like Rory just said,
that's what I'm saying.
The times have changed and we consume more media and we expect more out of our celebrities, right? Whether that's good or bad, whatever, that's one thing. Number two is just because the niggas on the block weren't waiting for the interview does not mean that music journalists...
The culture wasn't waiting for the interview.
But have we figured out what culture is yet?
Yeah, me? Yeah, I know exactly what culture is.
Okay,
it's a classic.
That's convenient because we've asked before, nobody knew. But people who care about music journalism, because that has also always been a thing, just because it was not your thing, that has also always been a thing. There were people who waited for the interviews that came out in the source, who weren't just there for the pretty pictures and the fat and the ads. There were people who waited for shit like that. There were people who really cared about shit like that. That's how the blog era was beefed. Was born from people who were in love with shit like that. So yes, people did care about those things. No, niggas on the block, no, they might have just wanted to hear.
Yes, interviews are always a thing.
Media made the Pac and Big shit what it was. The vibe cover is what popped the whole shit off. It was media. It was Pac doing an interview.
I'm not saying that interviews weren't always...
Angie scrapped one because everyone wanted to hear from Pac.
I'm not saying that interviews weren't always a part of culture and music and things like that. Yes, artists have always given interviews. Yes, I understand that. What I'm saying is, coming out of a beef with another artist, another rapper, nobody was asking or saying, yo, this artist needs to sit down and talk about this. That wasn't a thing until now. And I understand times have changed. What I'm saying is, you can't expect an artist to do the things or sit down with who you want them to sit down with, when you want them to sit down with, especially coming out of a situation that this particular artist is coming out of, and not try to understand, well, damn, I could see why he doing his own thing and moving how he want to. He don't give a fuck about the culture anymore because he sees what the culture tried to do to him. Are people not missing that part?
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Drake is going to do whatever the fuck he wants to do, and he has the freedom to do that. He doesn't owe us anything. He's given us so much. He doesn't owe us shit.
He doesn't want to be a culture vulture anymore, so he sat down with a white girl.
Okay. He doesn't have to
See
give
how that
us.
works?
He doesn't have to give us
being a culture
anything.
vulture.
It's actually funny.
He's tired of being a culture vulture, so he sits down with the white girl. That's all.
That's actually pretty funny.
I'm just saying, no?
It's funny.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay. Moving forward, are we doing voicemail?
No, we have to talk about Flex. Like,
Oh yeah.
Hey, Flex, what you doing to Enough, man? What's up over there? I don't like that. That's not no New York shit. Actually, that is New York shit he doing. But
yeah.
that's definitely some New York shit he doing.
I mean, I want to start by saying Enough and Camilo, absolute fucking legends. Thank you for your service and
Shout out to
everything that you
DJ
have
Enough.
fucking
That's family
done.
right there.
You have been nothing but both of them, a huge part of my entire life in every aspect. Radio, parties, breaking records, mixed it, like everything.
I don't think I've ever been to a party uptown that Camilo wasn't DJing.
Yeah, like it's like Cheers when he's DJing. It's the best, but Flex in this wrestling shit is just getting a little too much for me.
When you say wrestling shit, what do you mean?
Flex has always been very much the wrestler type DJ personality. Even not, did we talk, was it Patreon or last episode when it was announced that it was his last show and then we just found out, nah, you're just extending your slot. Like it's not your last show.
Mm-hmm.
Flex is just getting too old for that type of marketing for me. Because again, back to the Drake thing, I want to hear from somebody. I listened to Flex's last show and I heard his entire story of the Enough thing, and all he did was say a whole bunch of fucking nothing. You didn't address anything. You did this whole wrestling marketing plan and then gave us absolutely nothing.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing there. I just say that Hot 97 is downsizing and firing everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're just merging all the time slots.
Well, Flex obviously has seniority there. He's probably been at Hot 97 more than probably the CEO at this point of Hot 97.
I mean, for sure. No,
right?
It's yeah.
So he had, and if you know, you know, Flex and Enough have their history
For sure.
over the years. You know that they're not the best of friends. You know, I guess it's just a work relationship type of thing. Under the same umbrella with Hot 97.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, is Enough wrong for feeling like Flex wanted him out? In my opinion, no, he's not wrong for that.
He's probably right.
Yeah. I think because if you know Enough, he's not the type of person that's going to even put that out there unless he feels like there is some credence to what he's feeling.
Enough being the great guy that I know, I was shocked he even talked to TMZ when he walked out because he's not that type of dude whatsoever. So yes, I think in his heart of hearts, he fully believes that Flex was the reason that he was cut. But so is the rest of TC Torres is out. Like they're extending. I listened to Ebro in the morning this morning. All of them didn't even get an email that their show was being extended. Everything changed over there. I don't think Flex is the main person making those calls, but yes, I think he's higher up enough to be like, all right, well, we'll scrap Enough here. If we need to downsize, these are the people I think we should take out.
Mm-hmm.
If you need to meet your nut every month and we can't afford all these salaries, yeah, these are the people I would say we should clip.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think it's there, but I also don't think Flex bust into an MS communication office and was like, let's fire all these people. I think MS said, we don't have money like that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
People need to go. Flex, you are on the creative side of this. Who would you cut? And I think he made some calls, which may have some personal tension behind it, for sure. But even, again, I listened to Ebro in the morning. Ebro, I'm not putting words in your mouth. I'm just saying how I, as a listener of you guys, took your comments about Flex. I don't think he was dissing Flex, but he more or less said, Flex will play the corporate game no matter what. And not everyone in the building does that. Whoever the corporate person that is there, Flex will cuddle up under them. I won't use the term shuck and jive because it has a very bad past. But that's what he was saying. That's what Ebro was saying. Flex has always been that person since the inception of Hot 97.
Mm-hmm.
And he will continue to do that no matter who is in charge there, who is doing what. And Enough is not that person.
Mm-hmm.
Ebro's probably in a good middle ground of that. Like, of course, he'll play the game. Everyone plays the game to some degree. But Flex is the leader of, I will do whatever corporate wants for me in this.
Teacher's pet.
And I was shocked Ebro was giving it up like that. I give Ebro, Rosenberg, Laura, everyone up there credit because they talked about all the budget cuts, new studios, this and that. Like, they gave it up this morning. They didn't just sit there and be like, yo, it's all good. They said it was fucked up, and they said they don't even know if we're going to be here. Like, we don't know what we're doing because we don't play the game like Flex plays the game.
Mm-hmm.
Flex going to be there forever.
Yeah, Flex, yeah, he gonna be a Hot 97 for long after you and I are gone.
And it's off the record. We're on a podcast. Elliot, we're not journalists. This is off the record. That's recorded. I also think there's a big lawsuit coming with All Radio.
All Radio?
Mm-hmm. I think there's a huge lawsuit, and I think it's not directly with some of the firing and downsizing that's happening, but I think there is a very, very big lawsuit coming within the music industry and radio specifically.
Why?
I don't know how much I can say yet. I don't know how much I can say yet.
Why?
Say it. I just think that there is some type of way of RICO and money laundering going on with radio and the music business. That's all I'm saying. All right, so you know the same thing. All right. So you heard this too. I think some shit is going down. And I think Enough and
Rock Nation!
You will crumble. I think it is a blessing that Enough and Camilo got the fuck out of there. I think this shit is going down. I don't know if it's going to be this year. Something is afoot.
This year, next year, whenever it will be.
Something's coming.
Asses will be on the fire. I will not do that.
The government. Yo, y'all should have kept the Italian mafia going, man, because they took the RICO shit. Once the
cleaning
mob phased out, they put RICO on every fucking person.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
And then when I was hearing about this, I was like, damn, that's a beautiful way to money launder.
Man.
No wonder radio pays out better than streaming.
Man, it's just, it's got to see the book sometime, that's all.
But this is just entertainment purposes. This is off the record. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
No,
Yeah,
they gonna
I-
shoot you
Literally, I
walking
was
out the
outside
studio.
the office. Somebody told me this shit that was passing
in
by.
passing.
I know nothing. I promise you, I know nothing about. I'll even take my glasses off for this one. I know nothing about the case.
Yeah.
I'm just speculating because that's what we do on podcasts because we're not journalists.
Yep.
And none of this shit is real. We are just bullshitting. I just hope everybody has been saving their money.
Yeah.
That is all. Because this shit is going to get nuts. Like do we have voicemails?
You've got mail.
Obviously sponsored by Boost. It just a weight of me just leaves off sometimes knowing that I'm not in a RICO.
Yeah. You sleep good at night.
Yet. You ain't a
Some of
RICO
these
yet.
niggas lay down and they feel like they're laying
they're
on
not.
laying on sneakers.
Yeah, sometimes you're not a street dude. I'm a civilian. Nah, but you in a
You in that building though.
you might be in a RICO, bro.
Yeah, I don't know if you
taking
know it
some
yet.
money that maybe you shouldn't have taken.
Yeah, we gonna get to that. Don't worry. We gonna get to it.
Hi guys, I'm the girl who hates her cousin. I'm calling back because do I sound young? I'm 26 and I feel like that's young, but also like I think it's old because like fucking health insurance. But
Facts.
I just want to say she was on some weirdo shit and it was over a nigga. So maybe I'm childish, but the shit happened years ago and she has never apologized and the bitch maintained weird during her crash out after I confronted her. So I was talking to a nigga after I graduated high school. So I was like going away to college, coming back to my town, like all that type of shit. But I was like very casually fucking with the nigga. Like I knew I didn't want to be with this nigga, but I also was like, he's fine as fuck. And I've thought he was fine for ages. So like, why not? And I also found out he was literally best friends with my cousin that I do fuck with. I'm gonna call her Shan. I found out he was like best friends with her boyfriend. So I was like, oh, bet. We going on a 2-woman or whatever the fuck. And so I'm fucking with him. I'm telling Rue, I'm gonna say that's the cousin I hate. Rue, I'm telling her intimate details like, oh yeah, like blah, 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 like I think blah, 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 and shit like that. And whole time the bitch was like buying him shit, trying to like link up. I'm like, you had your chance with the friend. We matched up 3-3. Why are you pushing up on my nigga? So I confronted her, told her she won't shit, and she never apologized. So I don't like her. Bye.
Oh, so Ma was right.
I'm always right, baby D.
Yeah.
Can you guys like fully remind me of the exact backstory?
It was the girl that hated her. Remember, she hated her cousin. Her family will always put her on the phone with her, and she'd be like, "Am I wrong?" Because I'd be like, "Get that girl to fuck off the phone."
Yep.
Yeah. It was over it. Ma was right. It was over it, nigga.
I must not got it like that. Which I mean, relax. I know I don't. You don't need to.
Okay.
But,
cool.
like, I've never had 2 women fighting for one buying me shit. Like, I'm just not that ill. How do you get to this status?
It's not.
Because I'm not even concerned about their cousin relationship. I'm concerned about how this guy got to pull that off.
About fucking with toxic women.
So that's what I need to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you just gotta. I mean, get your aura up.
Get your aura up is funny because how do you do that?
If it's
What you-
it's
how you
not
get your
on you,
aura
it's in you. You got to get your aura up. If you don't walk in the
Get your
room,
You gotta
aura
buy
up.
crystals off
Yo,
Amazon.
girl telling you to get your aura up. Yo, get your aura up.
when you walk in the room, do it like, does it like change the energy in the room?
You don't think I have that?
I'm asking you what you think about yourself.
It starts with self, Rory.
Peeje said depressive energy. I walk in the room and just suck the life out of it. Like, everyone's feeling like, ugh.
Yeah.
You don't light the room up when you walk in?
I think with my friends and family, I light the room up. If I were to just
That's
walk,
because they know you're depressed.
they're trying to light me.
Yeah, they're trying to lighten you up.
Yo, lighten up.
Yeah, you walking up like, hi, Rory. How are you today? They don't want to make too much noise and get you, you know what I'm saying, your sensory going off. Like they want to make
First
sure
of all,
everything's, you know what I mean?
Sensories are very important.
Yes, they are.
And I can be overstimulated very easily.
Yes, they know. Your family knows.
Sometimes I have to do this.
Yes, I get it.
But I think, I think I do all right in a room.
Okay.
Okay.
It starts with self.
Has anybody ever?
But no, it's usually false because when I walk in a room, I'm usually the only white person, and I think that's why people are looking.
You're
I don't think it's like, yo, you have this good energy. Everyone's like just looking like, oh, okay.
Rory, if you walk in a room and you're usually the only white person, that is by choice because we're in America.
No, I know. I'm just saying room experiences that I've had where I think maybe I do have an aura because people look or pay attention when I walk in a room. I think it's just really my complexion.
Okay. They're probably saying, hey, it's 92 degrees outside. What's that ginger doing here?
Yeah, pretty much.
But this is.
Or is that a police officer? Is that
Is that a narc?
Have y'all ever seen Rory enter a room?
Somebody know him?
Have you ever seen Rory enter a room though? Like
You're
you
asking
don't
me if
like.
I've ever seen. I've known Rory for probably 15
But
years.
like, do you pay attention? Do you pay attention to how he enters the room?
Does he enter the room like fucking Kramer and Seinfeld? I don't know.
Bro,
Like, how does
Rory
he?
enters every room. He could be at the front door. Rory will enter the room like this.
Facts.
Where are you looking at?
Facts.
That's the socially awkward shit though.
Yeah.
That's him being just socially awkward though.
That's the energy of I don't want anyone to see me.
Yeah. You're trying to be like, please don't see me. Please
So
don't
then
see me.
that's why I said like get your aura up. Like that's not horrific.
That's my aura. Like, all right, so I should have a fake aura to try to attract fake people.
No, I'm just saying
I
if
should
you
pretend to be somebody else so then I
I'm
attract
not
somebody who's pretending
that
to be
nigga
them.
that speed walking through the room. I'm not buying him shit. Like you see what I'm saying? Like you don't have buy a nigga shit energy. Like you gotta get that type of aura. You asked us and we're telling you how.
Demaris, you know a handful of women that I've
Allegedly.
ran into, we'll call it.
That you had dinner with.
Exchanged energy.
Entangled.
Dinner.
What do you tell me every single time when I'm like, I didn't think that girl liked me like that? And what do you say? That girl was absolutely in love with you.
Yes,
I have the greatest aura of all fucking. Any girl that enters my world is now.
See, right, man.
And it's usually women with daddy issues. He loves those. he loves those type of women. You know your father? Yeah, not for me.
Nah, I don't do that. I mean, I'll do. That's definitely
you definitely ask women, do they love their dad? You love your dad?
Well, I'm just
like, nah, I
curious.
haven't spoken to him in like 15 years.
Y'all
He's like,
ask women about their relationships with their father?
Of course.
Yeah.
All my long-term relationships.
Well, with their family. I don't just say you
Had a relationship with their father.
I say with your family. Like, what's your relationship with your family like? As soon as they get to saying, yeah, you know, I don't really, my mom ain't cool. Your mom not cool? Why? I just don't fuck with that bitch. Whoa. Check. You referring to your mom as a bitch? I gotta go. I don't want no part of a woman that refer to her mom as a bitch.
All exceptions to the rule, but that can be misleading sometimes because I've definitely dealt with women that have both their parents are still married, still in love.
Great, healthy relationships, yeah.
And they still
Oh yeah.
out of their fucking minds.
Yeah.
Like,
No, they're
Those are
the
the
worst
ones that
people.
their uncle molested them. You gotta ask them about their uncles.
Oh my
Relationship with their
God.
uncles. Yeah, it's usually an uncle or a cousin. My bad. What happened?
No, I also think that women who have both parents in their lives, especially like daddy's girls, I think daddy's girls be terrible people. Like as a terrible person, that's a daddy's girl. Like I think we be terrible people.
As far as what?
Because I think there's a little bit of entitlement. It's like the insecurities that come with certain things we don't have. And I think sometimes insecurities might make you a little bit better of a person or like at least better of a girlfriend. Cause it's just kind of like I know I'm good without you regardless. And it makes me not stand for like certain shit. Like if I'm around, it's because I want to be around. Like I don't need you to like
That should always
validate
be the
me.
case though, yeah.
Yeah. Like I don't
Yeah,
need
but
you
you
to
should still-
validate
You
me.
should
Like,
only be around somebody
like-
because you want to be around,
Yeah.
not because you need to be around. Like,
yeah. But that's
but even in that way, there is some entitlement of where you feel like you don't need to work in this relationship because you don't need this relationship. Like work should always be with your partner.
yeah.
But yeah, a lot of daddy's girls will be like, well, my dad will take care of everything. No matter what in my life, my dad will take care of everything. And it's like, that's not, you're not in a relationship with your pops.
Yeah, but I could teach her things that a daddy can't teach her though.
God.
You see what I'm saying? You feel me?
Stop.
Well, maybe your uncle taught her.
less
I'm just
horny.
saying, I'm not horny at all. No, my shit is small right now. I'm not horny at all. Like
His aura is very dim.
yeah, I'm not horny at all, baby.
Okay.
At all. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling. I'm just saying, like, you know, when daddy's girls get to talking like that, it's like, yeah, but our relationship and your dad's relationship is two totally different relationships. I love the fact that you're a daddy's girl. Because you know certain shit you ain't going for from men. I respect that. But you also got to understand that our dynamic is totally different though. That's all. I love when women have great relationships with their dads. Well, with their family, period. But when they have great relationships with their dad, because yes, they're not going to stick around for bullshit, but why would I even be presenting bullshit? You get what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, yeah, I love the fact that but when you're a daddy's girl, you have certain things that you do. Like, you know, you know how to cater and make sure that the man of the house is comfortable. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's what daddy's girls are. They know how to make a house a home.
Nah.
Nah.
Them chicks ain't do
What?
shit.
The girls with the single mom girls, they be the ones that be
Nah,
catering.
you bugging. Daddy's girls, they know how to make a house a home. They understand because they watch their mom cater to their dad and make their dad
Well, not exactly.
love on their
because
dad and
not exactly, because you could be a daddy's girl with your parents. Like my parents broke up when I was 14. I'm still a daddy's girl. Like, and my parents didn't have to stay together for me to like
are
be
you
a daddy's girl.
if you're in a relationship with a man, are you catering to him in the home?
Yes, but it has nothing to do with my dad. That has everything
okay.
to do with my mom. But you see what I'm saying? Like that has nothing to do with my dad. That's just the way that the women in my family were. They were very male centered. So growing up, everything was about making men comfortable. My father
What a household.
was a
isn't
terrible
that what I just
person
said?
and helped me become a terrible person. Like that's why I was saying some daddy's girls be
Wait,
terrible.
your dad helped you become a terrible person?
Yeah. When it comes to certain things in relationships, it's kind of like, yeah. It's kind of like there's a ego thing. There's a ego thing of you're the greatest thing that's ever happened to me, so therefore you're the greatest thing that's ever happened to the world. And then you go out into the world and you act like that, which is something that I'm working on. But you go out into the world and you act like that, and men are like, bitch.
You are a gift to the world.
Oh, I know I am.
Yeah.
I'll give to you niggas too.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
We
And
love
every other nigga that comes into my life. But there has to be a certain reign
Do you think
on
I'm a gift
that
to you?
when you're in a relationship.
Do you think that it's a blessing to be sitting across from me?
Well, clearly I found out my aura is awful, so I don't think she thinks that about me.
I don't even like the way Maul like posed that. Like it's a blessing to be sitting across from you.
Because I feel like it's a blessing to be sitting across from me.
Do you really believe that?
Because you know I don't fuck with nobody.
And at the end of the day, Peeje is the biggest blessing to everybody in this room.
Peeje's the only unfireable nigga. I be telling people that all the time. Anyway, we're gonna wrap this up.
Peeje is taking us to the top in every business I've been in.
We all love each other. We love you all. We're all a blessing to each other.
Jada, I tried to tell him that was a situation. I'm glad you called back and made that very clear. That was her name, right? Jada? I believe that's her name, Jada. Yes. To close Jada's call.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, you shouldn't. Going from kissing cousins to trying to fuck the same guy, that shouldn't work.
Yeah.
I don't think she said that.
That's what I took from the entire
Oh,
thing.
okay. Well, he's white. He's
started out
white.
as
That's
kissing cousins.
that's y'all shit.
You see why Drake don't want to do interviews? No matter what he says.
You don't think Drake had a kissing cousin?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not speaking on that.
You ever find out a girl's not really your cousin?
Oh, yeah.
And then your whole brain chemistry changes?
Yeah.
Oh, Rory.
Absolutely.
Y'all are fucking gross.
But it's never gone far. It's like
Well, obviously.
exchange phone number. But didn't I tell you about that?
Mm-hmm.
I was exchanged numbers with a girl I met the day before my family reunion and found out she was like a cousin, like a distant cousin. I was like, oh, shit. That's as far as it's ever gone. It's never gotten physical.
And obviously, I've never done that because all my cousins that I thought were my cousins that weren't my cousins are white. So, like, it wasn't going to go anywhere.
Yeah, like, you can tell. You can tell your tribe.
But I did be like, oh, yeah, she kind of pretty now.
See? Contrary to your belief, Rory, all black people don't look alike. All white people look alike.
Nah, I think all black people.
You look just like Canelo.
He's Mexican.
See?
See? Jesus Christ.
Look how you look like people that ain't even from your tribe.
Do you want me to give the history of that? Because I can give you the history.
Yeah, the ship just stopped somewhere. That's what I mean. The ship just made a stop, Rory. I know how that go. I know exactly how that go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We can go there
Somebody
if you
had to cook on the boat, right?
for sure. It's the reason why there's a lot of Irish people in the West Indies. Are you putting the camera on, Demaris?
I've been doing this shit for 5 minutes.
Oh, man. All right, man. Let's get out of here. We'll talk to y'all soon. Be safe. Be blessed. I'm that nigga. He's just ginger. Peace.